everybody, Jordan here, and in this video we will be reading James chapter 4 and reviewing my notes on it. So, the name of this section is Proud or Humble. It says, "What is the source of wars and fights among you? Don't they come from your passions that wage war within you? You desire and do not have. You murder and covet and cannot obtain. You fight and wage war. You do not have because you do not ask. Ask and don't receive because you ask with wrong motives, so that you may spend it on your pleasures. You adulterous people, don't you know that friendship with the world is hostility toward God? So whoever wants to be the friend of the world becomes an enemy of God." And that was James chapter 4, verses 1 through 4. And my notes are, do not wage or fight wars. They come from our passions, because we do not gain what we want, so we fight. If you love the world, you are God's enemy. So, time for verse 5. "Or do you think it's without reason that the scripture says the Spirit he made to dwell in us envies intensely, but he gives greater grace? Therefore he says, God resists the proud, but gives grace to the humble. Therefore submit to God, resist the devil, and he will flee from you. Draw near to God, and he will draw near to you. Cleanse your hands, sinners, and purify your hearts. You double-minded, be miserable and mourn and weep. Let your laughter be turned to mourning, and your joy to gloom. Humble yourselves before the Lord, and he will exalt you. Don't criticize one another, brothers and sisters. Anyone who defames or judges a fellow believer defames and judges law. If you judge the law, you are not a doer of the law, but a judge. There is one lawgiver and judge who is able to save you and destroy. But who are you to judge your neighbor?" And my notes on that are, don't judge and be humble. God will turn away from the proud. We should say, if the Lord wills, we will live and do this or that. Next section is called Our Will and God's Will. Come now, today or tomorrow, we will travel to such and such a city and spend a year there and do business and make a profit. Yet you do not know what tomorrow will bring, for what your life will be. For you like a vapor that appears for a little while then vanishes. Instead, you should say, if the Lord wills, we will live and do this or that. But as it is, you boast in your arrogance. All such boasting is evil. So it is a sin to know the good and yet not do it. That was James chapter 4 Bible study. James chapter 5 will also be today.